This is going to be a fun tarot video of why someone has an issue with you at the moment. Am I in a silly, goofy mood? Perhaps. Is my camera battery going to possibly die on me in the middle of giving you guys this very intense reading? Perhaps. Let's hope that that's not the case. Also, if you are wondering, you have two thumbnails that look the exact same. Yeah, I had food poisoning last Friday. It is currently January 16th, and usually on Fridays I always record my content day. But then I had food poisoning and I couldn't get out of bed. So it's Monday and I am just cramming my schedule in. These are going to be very quick and to the point because one, I'm scared my battery is going to die, and also I just feel like it's better that we don't waste our time, okay? On people who don't even like us that much. So this is for fixed signs. I would prefer you apply your moon sign. You can apply your sun, moon, rising, Venus, whichever. But yeah, okay. So Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, Taurus, this reading is for you, and this tells you why someone has an issue with you right now or why they may not like you. So first things first, I have the Hanged Man. I have 10 of Pentacles reversed. I have the Fool. Oops, okay. I have the Magician. I have 2 of Cups, because I can't read. And I have Ace of Cups. And 5 of Wands reversed. And the Hangman again. So, I feel like, first of all, I feel like this person really wanted to like you or did like you. Or, in fact, still do. But it's almost like they have a little evil eye. Or, I don't want to say jealousy because I already know that, honestly, it's very easy for me to want to tell everyone that someone is perhaps jealous, but I definitely feel like they're projecting their own setbacks onto you. I think that they're looking at your life and then they personally feel lesser than, or they don't feel like they are where they would like to be themselves. So it's easier to kind of look at you and think that maybe you aren't that deserving of what you have, or I feel like they want to minimize your successes or where you are currently or how you got to where you are, because I feel like it's easier for them to do that than to look at themselves. I also think that you are in a position where you have gone through a lot, or you've endured a lot to the point that you're in this no nonsense attitude. You're very to the point right now. You're in this headspace of just getting things done, going from A to B, and not really getting caught up in people's feelings and semantics and politics. You're just so over the politics, the burden of carrying other people's feelings like it's your personal responsibility. I feel like you're past that, and I feel like they are still in the thick of that. So I feel like perhaps it's they're seeing how easy you can move through life or move through situations and not have that burden, and they are wow, they get to just live so easily and I have to live like this. I feel like it's kind of they feel life is unfair to them, and they feel like life should be unfair to you, and it's not in their eyes, even though maybe they don't know what you're going through, they don't know what you've gone through in the past. And it's weird because I feel like they're a friend of yours. I feel like they're very presently involved in your life. And I think perhaps maybe there's someone that you reach out to when you want to go have a good time, or when you want to blow off steam or be silly with. Because I feel like their perception of you is that you're silly, you're goofy, you're not in a bad way, but it's you're always in this upbeat, bubbly disposition, and perhaps you're not, but maybe you're always approaching them in that way. And so I feel like it's really not I know it feels personal because it kind of is, but it's really not personal. I feel like this person is just really projecting, and they are struggling in their own situations, and I feel like that is honestly where this is coming from. It's just they are not where they want to be, and they wish that they could be where you are, but they don't want to ask for help. They're very proud. They'd rather keep things to themselves and deal with things on their own than have to ask you to help them, because I feel like, I don't know, I feel like they're just really, I honestly think that they think, because when I see the Magician upright, I feel like they're saying you can just snap your fingers and have things come to you. I feel like they've probably said the comment to you or the phrase to you, oh, you're so lucky, or everything always works out for you, or things always just, good things always just happen to you. And that's not a bad thing for people to say to you, but I also feel like they're not saying it in a way that is meant to be a compliment, so I feel like that's just the vibe. And again, I don't really feel like this person has like it out for you. I don't feel like they're planning on like trying to send ill will to you. I just think that they are unintentionally like catching themselves in like an evil eye towards you, because it's like they are not happy in their own lives. So that is the gist of it. But overall, I hope this was helpful. We are not going to talk about this anymore because we shouldn't put all energy towards negativity. I just figured maybe it should be a little messy today. So that's what this was. But yeah, all of my social media links are down below, and I will see you in my next video. So this reading is for my mutable signs: Sagittarius, Pisces, Gemini, or Virgo. This reading is for you. I prefer you apply your moon sign. You can apply your sun, moon, Venus, rising, everything else, but moon is best for me. And yeah, okay, so I have 5 of Pentacles reversed. I have Knight of Swords. I have the Star. 4 of Wands, the Hermit, 8 of Pentacles reversed, 5 of Pentacles reversed. Is that the first one I read earlier? Yeah, it is. Okay, so I think that they view you like you are, I feel like this is like a colleague, first of all. Like, this is just my first opinion. If you are friends with someone at work, it could be like a friend / colleague, because I get the impression of them is like, oh, you're such a high achiever at your job, but you're too busy to hang out with me outside of work. Like, that's like my first like impression of how they feel about you, is like you're too busy for them. You're not reachable when they need you, or you don't reach out to them when they need you to. But they always see you like high achieving, winning lots of accolades, gaining lots of success in different areas of real life. And I feel like it's more of just like, wow, like you didn't text me back, but you were out with so and so, or you were doing this. I'm posting it on Instagram. Like, I feel like I don't think it's a jealousy, but I do think that like they wish that they could be included more in your life. I don't even think that they are necessarily like bitter about your successes, and I don't even think that that's like intentional that they feel like some kind of dislike towards you, but I feel like it's just they wish that they could be more involved, or they wish they could feel more included by you. I don't think that you make them feel like they are that important in your life, and clearly you live in their head rent free. I feel like you're very important to them, maybe in some ways because they look up to the life you lead and the life that you have, and maybe they want certain things from that life. And I'm not saying that people who covet what you want aren't necessarily always healthy for you to be around, so I'm not saying like to feel bad and be around people that you clearly aren't making a point to be around already, but I do feel like the impression is they are just kind of watching you, and they're just kind of like, well, why am I not included? Why am I not involved? I also feel like they are feeling like when you do reach out to them, I feel like it's more apathy or pity. Like, you're not coming from a place of genuinely wanting to be around them. I feel like it's more of just throwing them a scrap or throwing them a bone kind of thing. And again, this is mainly their projection. I also think there's someone that is just constantly in their head. They're very like fast moving, maybe critical person. Maybe they've had a lot of life experiences to endure over their lifetime, and they are just kind of jaded. And I think that they look at you, and when I see the Star involved, I kind of feel like you are just a go-getter. You are everything that they wish they could be in some ways, and I feel like they are struggling to be in the same position as you. And I think it's more of just, I don't know, I feel like they're just less confident than you. I feel like you're just someone that is more, you know what you want and you go get it. And there's someone who's very calculated. They're very cautious. I'm kind of feeling like the vibe is like Hamilton, Alexander Hamilton versus Aaron Burr. Like, Aaron Burr's always like, wait for it. And then Alexander Hamilton's always like off to the next thing, which is very mutual sign energy. So like, I could see that. But I feel like it's literally like that kind of dynamic. I think that they respect you in a lot of ways, but I think the ways that they respect you, they could also like very much be bitter by you, if that makes sense. So yeah, that's kind of the vibe. But overall, if you liked this, please give it a thumbs up. And all of my social media links are down below. I will see you in my next video. And yeah, this video is for my cardinal signs. I have the World reversed. I have Two of Pentacles reversed. I have Queen of Pentacles reversed. I have Six of Swords reversed. I have Seven of Pentacles reversed, Page of Pentacles reversed, Ace of Pentacles reversed, and yes, okay, so the first thing I see about this is they definitely seem like a colleague, or like if you're a content creator, I feel like they're another content creator. Like there's someone that is in the same niche or field as you that wants to be like you, or like they want to like emulate your style in a way. If you're in school, maybe it's just like someone in a different crowd than you that really like respects your reputation or your style. Someone's just like really trying to, I don't know, I feel like they just are really out for like everything that you do is just so eccentric to them, so unique. They're very mesmerized by this. I think that they think you are like the epitome of the clean girl aesthetic, or just like someone that's very put together, and I feel like they struggle themselves to feel like they are put together. And I think that they think you're very successful. I think that they think you have like a lot of money. Like I think in their head they think you're just like more than maybe what you even feel you are yourself. And I don't think this is necessarily a bad thing. I do think, of course, they are a little envious of your successes. I feel like they're particularly watching your work ethics, or like your moves, like the things that you do and your accomplishments. I feel like they're very like aware of your next move, almost so much so that it's like halting their own progress. Like I feel like, especially with people online, I feel like people can be so focused on what other people are doing that they're not like focusing on just putting out their own work and their own passions and being stunted that way. And so I feel like that could be something that's happening. I feel like this person is just like really wanting to be like you, but not doing anything that you're doing. They're just watching you. And then I feel like instead of feeling like it's a positive motivator for them, like I feel like, you know, your successes are positive for them, I feel like instead they're like, I don't know, I feel like they just are, I feel like they don't think you deserve it, or I don't feel like they think that you want it as much as they do. Like I think that's it. Like they think they want it so much that they think you don't want it, even though like clearly you're doing what you do to have what you have, if that makes sense. So I feel like they're in this mindset of constantly like trying to watch like how big your slice of pie is versus their slice of pie. Like I feel like that's kind of just like a very like catty, like immature mindset. This person's not really like that mature, and I don't even think that you guys are like frenemies. Like I don't really feel like you guys are even friends. I don't think you think that this person's an enemy to you. Like I don't think you even think of this person. I think this person is like really in their head about you, but I don't think that you think about them at all, or like even maybe know them that well. And it could just be like, again, like it could be someone in your work office that just wants to be in your position, or wants to have the authority that you have, or wants to have the blessings that you have, but doesn't do the work that you do. And I think it's just really boiling down to that. I would say pay them no mind. I don't think that this person's like a stalker. I just think that this person is very much thinks that their life is like a reminder of what your life reminds them of what they don't have, but that's not your problem. You can't live like that. As long as you're not harming anyone and you're just minding your own business and doing what you love, like that's all that matters. So I would just not worry about it, but that is the impression I get of why this person has an issue with you. But if you want to follow any of my social media links, they are listed down below, and I will see you in my next video.